Chapter 10.
Okay, so let's go and get the point in there as best we can. So that's the first point. There's a bit of distortion in this jaw and face, isn't there? Okay, this is not a terrorist. So we know there that... so let's straighten him up now. Again, the program has done a nice cut there already. It's a pretty good. We don't have to do much fiddling around. We don't have to do much cropping here. I might bring that up just a bit. Okay, so we're ready to go. Split, and here we have our two people. Now, at last we can see some real differences, can't we? So we got Barry left and Barry right. Neither of them look like him. No, it's what the human eye can't see. When you look at a face, you see a blend of the two sides. You don't see one side mirrored. And of course, even when you look at yourself in the mirror, it's the reverse picture. Okay. So, first question is, which one's coming towards the world? And which one would you choose as a leader? Which one would win a fight? Which one's eyes are more open? I know which one I'd choose. Well, you want him to be Prime Minister, do you? The right one.
I've got the other one of David, but I won't plug it in because that will
Yeah.
on the screen. So show me when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay, so so Millie, what is your verdict? What do you mean his right or your right? Yeah, his right face, okay. Fatima?
Yes, definitely right.
Yes, all right. Okay.
You don't think so?
No. I'd say the one on his left face is coming forward. His right face looks complete buffoon. he looks really sort of worried and no.
Are you talking about the left picture?
Yeah, his left face is coming forward. I would have said was much more determined. I'd choose his left face as the leader. I wouldn't trust that one on the right to know what he's doing.
Chris, I think you're right. I think he is more the leader, but he looks a bit terrifying.
Well, no, he's strong, he's determined. You can see motivation and determination in that face. But that right one, you can't see the determination there. But that's how I see it. You say, that's why I ask what you say first.
But which eye is looking at you, though?
Which eye is looking at you? The right, I don't know. You see, this is why you need to be right in a good position. Brian, you're in the best position. You're in pole position there. You're dead ahead, and you're sitting amongst a load of girls. So it's up to you to make a decision now. Okay. Both eyes look to me as if they're looking at the camera. Looks different. Well, yes, that's right. That's what I mean.
He is definitely determined on the left. It's just that he looks, for me, he's quite stern, and that is
Well, that's what you want as a leader, isn't it? Or not? It's a good picture because the bridge of the nose is a good split. We did a good job there. Better than the last one. You always get a slight problem when you got somebody who's had a broken nose or a broken jaw, in the soft centre. So. But they're very different people, aren't they? Very different. Okay, so I think we can say that I would say the eyes here are much more sanguine and these are horizontal. Is that right? That's what I would. You think, what, on this one, they're down, but they are different, aren't they? Okay, yeah. Nasolabial folds, definitely this is much broader than this one, isn't it? Okay, and the mouth is completely different, with the lips. So I would say we got 3 out of 3 differences, but we still haven't made our mind up whether he's left or right. So we know the difference is big. Which right picture? You mean his right? This one? He's not his left eye, this is his right eye. Both eyes are the mirror images.
I think the right eye is, I think it's the right eye.
You think what? His right face. You're going for this one? Okay. I'll do whatever you say. Okay. How many people, final vote there, how many people say the right face is the leader and the one that he's coming from?
Just from the eyes alone.
From the eyes alone, you've got 3 supporters. 1 doubter, then an arm sort of halfway down. Okay, so how many say the left? Oh, the left win, the left have it easily, but there's a lot of undecided. Okay, a lot of liberals here. Okay, so let's go for this one. Okay, now we all agree the difference is large. Now, okay, so let's flick back now. Can you change computers? Switch them. Okay, now we've got to look for wisdom and calmness, stability, in control of his life, and this is the 2 portraits, remember. Both have got to have this to be talking. Silent pleasure, few emotions but knows about everything. Is that you?
My wife is somebody,
Yes, okay. Right, okay, let's do the next. So, or the reverse, which is fear or fright. So this is when, these are people when the world is in control of them. Okay, they're out of control, absent-minded, depression, confusion, don't know what to do, tension, beast-like. Okay, so let's flip back to the other computer, switch back. What?
Both sides it's good.
Yeah, he's definitely not in the lower bit, is he? So it looks as though you're in the yellow zone at the moment. Does everybody agree? Nobody thinks he's beast-like or out of control or absent-minded. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're going so far now, the majority say left brain, C position, is right over the side on here, somewhere between 1, 2 and 3. So the last one is to determine whether he's in which position he's in here. So the last one is going to be, oh no, I need to fill that in. So we're going to say the trouble is here I can't read the writing, it hasn't come up with the word, so I'm going to have to assume what? It's the first one. No, this is not the small, it's whether he's in control. In control. So I'm not sure whether that's it doesn't come up with you. It's funny this, isn't it? Whether I can't read. I can see there's a vague writing in the background there. But one computer of mine did this and the other one didn't. Whether that's yes, middle or no. That would be yes. Shall we put yes? Well, no, because it'll drop us down to the lower half otherwise. Okay, so let's go yes. He's in control. You can. Oh, maybe it comes up when you touch it, does it? Okay, so the final question, if you can switch, Gary. The final question is he well motivated or focused? Avtano used to call this hardness. Was there hardness present? And that's not a good word, really, is it? We don't. It's obviously a Russian expression, hardness. We would say the nearest we can say what? True grit. Grit, yeah. Right, it's determined. But other people said no. When we talked about it when we did this module a couple of years ago, focused was the word. Focused or motivated. Or the inverse question is, does the person look depressed, despair, apathy? Lowered hands, this is the person, no hope. Bewilderment, does not know what to do. No, I don't think so. So if we go back, switch, Gary. So are we going to say this man is well motivated, medium, or not? I'm not so sure about this one. This one is, yes, I would say he's coming forward and he's well motivated. This one I would say, not no, but I'd go for the middle one. So of the decisions you have to make, it has to be in both portraits. So you've got to agree both people, yes or, well or not. Clive, decision's yours. Middle, yeah, good answer. Take the third route, the alternative route. Right. Ooh. Where are we indeed? Oh, there. So it's put him over here. So that would be about right. Okay, so we all agreed there were 3 differences, so he's in C position. General consensus, he was left brain, and he wasn't totally focused, in there, but he wasn't unfocused in there. So we put him here, which is spleen. So let's borrow here. And again, we'll do just generally preliminaries to make sure everything's all right first of all. How tall are you, Barry? 5'7.5". Okay.
Didn't make a 5.
So we could probably say he's not green. Yeah, possibly if you're only 5'7.5". Otherwise you can't have them hanging over the edge, but that's not a problem. That's it, good. Okay. So let's just bend that one up. Okay, pull. Okay, just pull it on up a bit. Okay, so hands on both sides of the body there. Good. Okay, so no problem there. Take them off. Pull. Perfect. Pull. Pull. So mechanically he seems to be pretty sound to go ahead. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pop them in the order. So we'll do red. Pull. Green. Pull. And blue. Pull. Oh, none of them. Is that what happened last time?
There was red and green.
Red and green. Oh, what a combination. I think it's dark in here at the moment. Let's go for there. So the mere fact he did show the 2, we'll do right against the left, I think. And then take them off and go left to right. Okay, stay there. So we need to straighten him out a bit. No, stay on left to right. Okay. Would it ruin it, Gary, if we open the curtain there a bit? If we open that curtain, we might get a bit more natural light. That's good. That's probably enough. Oh, the timekeeper's gone. He's called time on us. So, anybody think we're up yet? Yeah, we think you're up. What? 10 seconds still to go. Okay. Right. Okay, we'll know now. Okay, that's good. All right, so we better just find out what you are.
Mhm.
No, still not getting enough light.
Could it be black? Is that
Could you be black? Well, you could be black. No, I think you're blue. I think you're blue with the hands. I think the hands are too small. He's 5'7". He's fairly tall for a blow, but he's got the hairs, and I think the fingers are short. They're not green, that's for sure, and then they're not long and thin for the red. So I think he's a blue, but he's a tall blue. I have to admit he's on the slightly taller side.
I've always been red, but I always had a lot of migraines.
You had a lot of migraines. Remember what we're saying is the true you.
Yeah.
Okay, you might shown red and you become red, or certainly in one eye, but I've just zapped you and made you what you should be. That's why. Okay, so you'll never discover the real cause of the migraines until you start to display that. So, right, the moment of decision is here. So you see, I swayed them. You see, they followed me what I said. Is the mass of the people stupid or not? Do they follow? Okay, so green, pull. So that's the right brain. Okay, pull. So those who said left were right. Does that make sense? Okay. So now what we do is we get our left acetate, and we'll remember we're going to cut that along the dotted line. So everything in the red and the orange goes to the bottom. So we put those on in the bottom first. So again we were right. He's in the top zone. So we'll cut those three along and then we'll accurately have him determined. So remember, you'll have these already pre-cut out into three lots. So you'll have your left, right, you'll have your quadrants for your top bottoms, and you'll have your strips. So I'll just double check with the light. That should be circulation sex. So circulation sex, pull. I was hoping that one wasn't going to come out because there's an awful lot of muscles associated with circulation sex, aren't there? Now we go right to the top and we'll do the heart. Okay, pull. And now we go to the middle, which is the spleen. Pull. Yeah, you see? So we reckon that the computer was right. The computer says spleen, so our muscle testing says spleen. Now, give me some spleen-related muscles. Latissimus dorsi. Keep the elbow straight. Pull into the side. That's easy, isn't it? Nothing there at all. This latissimus dorsi is a shoulder stabilizer. Classically, when it's weak, the shoulder goes up. Okay, so it supports. So if the shoulder girdle goes up, this can cause irritation of the glenohumeral joint. So it can predispose to sort of shoulder girdle problems.
I had a frozen shoulder.
You had a frozen shoulder. You always find this with a frozen shoulder. So pull this into there, and he's got it bilaterally. So he's got two high shoulders. Spleen, remember, is related to pancreas, isn't it? But to the immune system as a whole. So probably thymus, maybe bone marrow, all sorts of things. It's usually an overactive immune system, so often there's allergies in there or overactive immune system. So we know we've got lats. The other ones is, if I remember, am I right with triceps? Triceps, isn't it? What?
Yeah.
What? Triceps is the spleen, isn't it? So straighten the elbow, just straighten it. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think lats are probably the one we'll go for, all right? What? Is it? Middle and lower trapezius? Are they spleen? Okay. Okay. Right, so push the thumb down to the floor and push the thumb down to the floor. So I think the middle traps are okay now. Push down to the floor, down to the floor. So no, I think lats are the ones that seem to come up with him. And you know, they're much more obvious than anything else if you pull into the side. Okay, right, so eyes. So right to the left. And left to right. Okay, right ear to the left ear. And left ear to the right ear. Most patients get the idea of this very quickly. So you've only got to show them on one side and then say reverse it. Once they've done it once or twice, they're okay. Okay. Now this is quite an interesting one because it's the nostril. And this is the first time I think this has come up. And I can see, and we can't see from the other portrait, and Gary can't see, but one nostril is considerably different from the other one. The left one is much smaller than the right. Okay, you can't see that because unless we get his head round. But look towards you. He can't really, can he?
Oh, sorry.
Can you get up his nose there? Okay. Yeah. Okay, we couldn't see that from the portrait. But do you have a nasal problem? Or
I wouldn't really say so, no.
no, but there is something because his left nostril, and it's interesting because the left nostril to the right weakened, the right to the left didn't. Okay, so first of all on the left nostril, second finger, that's it, to the right nostril, off you go. Okay, so remember that's your reference, so you've got to have that in. If you just do the light without that, the body doesn't know what to do with the light. It's very nice, but it doesn't actually do anything. Pull your back, thank heaven for that. We missed you. Right. So as we said yesterday, smell is a real profound memory track. You know, smells are things which you don't forget, good smells and bad smells. We went to Paris the other weekend, didn't we, back in August, and when you're in Paris, you know the smell. The drains. You know you're in Paris because of the smell of the drains, and you just walk down the road and you know exactly where you are. Okay. Is that it? Okay. So probably everywhere has its own smell, doesn't it? Just go back in just to make sure. Okay, so rather than going on from there, we go back. So go back to the eyes, right to left, and then left to right. Try and not do that on the corner. Do it in the middle of the eye. That's it. Right to left. That's it. You were too close to the bladder meridian, and then cross it over. So when you do the eyes, try and go for the middle of the eyeball. Ear, right ear to the left, and left to the right. So obviously if a person weakens on both sides, you're actually probably therapy localizing something. So this is why you need to be careful not to touch the nose we've done. So now the mouth. So the fourth finger, right to left, left to right. Good. Okay. Tickle your right side. You tickle your right side. That's it. Tickle your left, Okay, stay touching. Okay, now tickle your left, tickle your right, stay. Okay. So touch. Again, doesn't touch come up? It's almost come up with everybody, and we're all practitioners. Okay. Okay. Just use your imagination. As I say, sometimes we use it for correcting subluxations or spinal problems when people don't want to be manipulated or anything. You can use it for that. Yeah, you could put it onto acupuncture points. You could treat acupuncture points with it. Rather than using a laser, you could use Miron light. You could put it over an organ. I think you need to reference the organ and put the energy in the umbilicus. I've tried putting it over things, putting it over a subluxation doesn't do it, but if you therapy localize the subluxation, then you tell the brain that's where the problem is, and then you put the energy in, it helps in some way to balance the muscles. It's all to do with balancing, left and right and the brain. And that balances then the muscle tensions. So, subluxations, fixations may respond very well. What? He's trying to tell me. Yeah, use your whistle. Wet his whistle first, will you? And then, okay, right. So let's just see with you that we'll do this one to see if there's any other. So remember, if you just put the colours back on, and he's nice and strong, so probably there isn't anything else, all right? We'll just go through them just to make sure that is correct. So just do your eyes again, but it saves you a lot of time of having to go through them all again. Okay, down the other way. Okay, ears. Leave a little bit of a gap. So right ear. You put them in together, you see, right ear, left ear. Okay, and then take them out and put them around the eye. Okay, and we've got the taste, haven't we? So right tongue, left tongue, right tongue. Okay, so we were right there. Okay, so the only thing we now got to do is just do the right orbital frontal area against the left orbital frontal area. That's it, so he goes there, so stay on there, left to right, okay? So we just finish him off as far as his consciousness, and then to the lats. So the real test is then the latissimus dorsi, isn't it? So latissimus dorsi, spleen, used to be associated a lot with pancreas, or the spleen pancreas. So in the earlier days of AK, it was one that they always said, oh, this is blood sugar problems. Maybe. Blood sugar problems are usually high blood sugar, aren't they? High blood glucose associated with the pancreas. Low blood sugars are what? Hypoglycemia, yeah, that's the correct word. But what's the cause of low blood sugar? Adrenals, isn't it? It's low glucocorticoids. So the glucocorticoids, the cortisol elevates it by gluconeogenesis. So if there's this, maybe he could have a sugar handling problem. I don't think so, because he's a blue. Did you wave? Yeah. He's a blue. It's the reds who are more likely to get that. He's using sign language now. We're not getting verbal responses there anymore. Okay, right. So legs down. So big test. Put the camera on, Gary. Okay, pull in. Pull in. Different?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Really strong.
Okay, now you can do the lats down the gym, Okay, there we are.
End of chapter 10.